Hey guys, Barrettas here and welcome back to Thaumcraft 4.1. So last episode we got our wand, which I've put in here, and our Thaumonomicon, we made our research table and our arcane work table. So, and one thing I just wanted to note before we get started, I left a little extra clip on the end of last episode about setting up the, what was it called? Completely spaced on the name. Yeah, that extra inventory. Baubles inventory, that's it. So in the video I set the Baubles inventory to E and set the regular inventory to B, which I'll just show you. I realized this later on, but with it set the way I told you to set it, if you click on like your research table and you hit E to get out, it doesn't work. You have to hit B. And like same with your crafting tables or your chests even. Anything like that you have to hit B to get out of. So what you should do is just set them both to E. And I think because this one's higher up, it takes precedence. So you'll still open your Baubles inventory when you hit E. And because this one's set to E, you'll still be able to E out of all your different interfaces. So we can hit E to get out of there, hit E to get out of there, out of there. Yeah, just wanted to add that. So anyway, getting on track today. And if you've played Thaumcraft before, you probably guess what we're going to do with all these items in my inventory. But to start off with, we're going to make our Thaumometer. Yes, our Thaumometer. Which, I probably should show you the recipe first. So if we go to Artifice, we have the Thaumometer here. And we use this to scan everything in the world, basically to see what essentia makes up their form. So we just need 2 shards, 2 gold and glass, which I just made first. So with this, we can look through it, and by right-clicking, holding right-click, we can scan a block, an item, anything to see what essentia makes it up. And you can see in the bottom right there, we also got a research point for Perditio and Terra for discovering cobblestone. So every time you discover something, you get research points for it. And every time you discover something new, a new element for the first time, you get some bonus points. So to start us off, we have these are the primals, these 6. So we have air, water, fire, order, entropy, or Perditio, and Terra. So I've been working on this for a few hours to make up a list of the order that I'm going to unlock everything in order to unlock all the elements in fairly quick order so that we can get straight into research and looking at all the cool stuff. So ordinarily I do like an episode where I just run around for like half an hour scanning different things and getting annoyed because I'm doing it blind and trying to figure out what I'm doing. And I figured I've done that a few times now, so I'm going to try and do something a bit different this time, and we're just going to fast forward through everything, and I'm going to try and do like a bit of an overlay on the screen that says what we're scanning, what we're unlocking, and the thing with the elements now in Thaumcraft 4.1 is that you can combine the 2 base elements that make up a new element. So anytime that you run out of research points in here, you can combine 2 of whatever makes up that element and craft them together to make a new point of that element. So that's really handy for your research later on. But for now, I'm going to show you this to start off with. So we can combine air and water, and we've unlocked Tempestus. And you see in the bottom right there, it'll probably be a bit small, but it says you've discovered Tempestus and we gained 3 research points for it. So we spent an air and a water and we discovered Tempestus, and we got 1 point in that, and we got 2 more points for discovering it for the first time. So you see we take air and water, we get Victus. And get rid of them, we do Victus, Perditio, and we get Mortis. So those were the 3 I just wanted to get out of the way early on, because there isn't an easy way, like an easy item you can find to unlock those. So the thing with the research that sort of gates it and makes it a bit difficult to do is that there aren't only items like Mortis and Tempestus that are formed from two primals. There are others that are formed from like one of these complex ones and a primal, or even like two complex elements. So if you want to scan something, so let's scan this arrow. We'll scan this arrow, and it'll say in the bottom, to understand this you need to study tools. And that's something cool with this version that wasn't present in the older ones, is it actually gives you a hint about what you need to study before you can unlock this, the element in this item. Before, it used to just say you don't know enough to unlock this one yet, which used to get really annoying. But yeah, so we have to unlock things in an order, sort of. Like some of the earlier stuff you have to unlock in a pretty strict order, but beyond that, it really starts to open up once you unlock more and more elements. So yeah, we're pretty much just going to fast forward or just jump cut through me scanning each item. And I'm going to have to do a lot of editing on this episode to make it look decent. So one last thing I'll mention, and we might do these first couple of items while I do it. So the first thing we're going to do is the torch. And we've discovered Lux, got 3 points for Lux, and we've discovered a clue to a new research. So the new research, which we'll cover a little bit more later on as well, shows up in here like this. So it's a bit hard to see because these aren't unlocked, but normal research has this grey colour, whereas research that you unlock by studying things has more of an amber colour. I don't think I have any easily noticeable ones in here, but yeah, not really. But you'll see them a lot clearer later on. I'll point them out again when we get to one that's a bit clearer and easier to notice. But yeah, basically some of your items that you can unlock, you have to unlock by studying stuff with the thermometer, whereas others that just appear when you get to a certain point in your research. So the last thing is that I'm not sure if this is the case in this version, but yeah, no, it's not. Okay, so in one of the older versions, you used to get more, it used to double the research points you got for the first item that you looked at to discover something. In that case, it would have been Potentia. So we can see this has 10 Potentia, 10 Ignis, and because we discovered Potentia in the old system, you would have gotten 20 research points for that. But in this new system, you just get +2 the first time you discover something. So I was going to try and be sneaky and get some extra research points doing this, but it looks like that doesn't work in this version, which is better from a balance standpoint, but is going to make research a little bit more difficult. So yeah, that's enough babbling on, and I'm just going to get on with this research. Alright guys, I'm back. So, hopefully with the magic of editing, I've shown you just a quick clip of me scanning each item to unlock things. And I'll also put like a bit of an overlay that just shows the alternative crafting combination in the research table to unlock them. Just if you don't have an ender pearl, that way you can still just use some research points to unlock Ita and unlock Alienus. Because I think it's handy to just unlock everything at the start and then just go for a big run around and scan everything, which is what I'm going to do before we start doing our research next episode. So the last couple of things is a Slimeball for Lemus, which I haven't been able to find yet, but that is just going to be Aqua and Victus, which should have, yeah, there we go, Lemus. And let's see, what else do we need? So Lemus, anything tainted will unlock Vitium, which I haven't found any taint areas yet. So we'll just take some Precontatio and Perditio and get Vitium. We got our Exanimus from looking at a zombie. Ethereal Essence that drops from wisps. Well, I haven't seen any. Well, I haven't been able to kill any wisps yet because I don't have a bow and arrow, and I don't really want to go chasing after them with a sword because they hurt. But to get the Aurum aspect from Ethereal Essence, we can also just combine Precontatio and Air to get Aurum. And finally, you can scan snow or ice or snowballs to get Gellum, or combine Ignis with Perditio. And that should be all the elements, or very close to it. There's also a Tempest element that's only unlocked if you're using the Thaumic Tinkerer add-on, which I'm not using yet. I'm going to put it on after we've unlocked everything with Thaumcraft 4. So, now that we've unlocked everything, we can go to our aspects of magic here. And if we go across to here, we now have a list of all the aspects and what we can combine to make more of them. So, if you ever need an extra couple of points of something, you can go in here and say, well, I want some Venom, so I just have to combine Aqua with Perditio. Oh, that truck's going to come up on the audio, I just know it. Ah, well, moving on. Yeah, or like Vinculum, you need Moses or Perditio. So we also unlock some research to help with that later on, somewhere down here, to help with our research minigame, but we'll get to that later. So I think that's everything I wanted to cover for this one. Yeah, one other thing that I'm not 100% sure of yet, but I've read about it in a couple of places and I think it's right, is this little flashing icon we see next to Aqua, Auto, Terra. I've heard that what that means is that if we use up all of our Aqua, we'll have a chance to like regenerate back up to 1 point. And I think that's got something to do with nearby bookshelves. I think. Like if you guys know for sure, like just let me know, let everyone else know in the comments, but I think that's how it works. So if you've got an enchanting table set up, it's probably not a bad idea to stick your research table near it, because I think it's just like multiple bookshelves have a chance to trigger this on other icons. And when I was playing around with this on a server the other week, I found that I had almost every icon ended up with this little star thing. So I'm not sure if that was the cause or if it was something else I was doing. It was on a mod pack, so there was mods everywhere interacting with each other. It could be something else, I'm not sure. But it never hurts to try it, hey. So, yeah, alright, that'll do for this one, guys. So next episode, we'll actually get into... I'll probably just go over the research minigame, and just go over that once, just to show it off, and show how to do it, and then I probably won't show you guys on camera how to do, like, doing the research game to unlock each thing. I'll probably just unlock stuff and then just do a video either crafting it and then like, using it. Because I think you guys are pretty well sick of watching me play research mini games for half an episode and then showing something for 5 minutes at the end. Well, I'm pretty sick of doing that anyway. But yeah, alright guys, that'll do for this one, and I'll see you in the next one.